Okay, all. So, having a few decades under my belt, teaching and having dealt with hundreds of artists, there are some crucial things that need to be happening as a vocalist in order to really get your voice to where it needs to be. So today, I want to go over 5 exercises that I found across the board to be super beneficial for anyone looking to up their game to the next level. Okay, so what is exercise number 1? Well, maybe a shocker, may not be a shocker, but it is diaphragmatic breathing, right? A great breathing exercise. Guys, I cannot stress this enough. If you are not doing this, you need to get this in. If you have learned this already, but are not working on it every single day, you need to get this back in. This right here is our energy source when it comes to our breathing, right? It is the foundation. It's like the cement foundation of a house, right? If we do not have this in, it is going to make it really, really hard. So what can you do? Well, I'm going to stand up a little bit here. I always start my artist off with putting one hand on their chest and one on their stomach. Why is this? It's a guide, right? You're not going to go performing like this. But what you can do is you can make sure that this top area is not really moving, right? We don't want to be doing, that's chest breathing. We want to be doing down here. So I'm going to take a nice breath in through my nose. And the other thing with this, guys, is a lot of times people think in and they want to suck their stomachs in. We're not going to do that. Think of in of a balloon. You breathe into a balloon, it gets bigger. So I'm going to take a nice breath in. My stomach goes out and I let it out. If you're having a really hard time with that just to start, just even stick your stomach out. I know it's odd. No one likes that. But if you're sounding great, no one's looking at your stomach. So that's what you want to get used to for the shape. So you're going to take a nice breath in and slowly out. And you see the hand, it's like an accordion. It goes in, out and in, out and in. But that is crucial and it's super simple. It can be done so many places, right? So I want for you to do that 5-10 minutes a day, guys. You get that in, you will be in amazing shape. All right? So exercise number 1, diaphragmatic breathing, 5-10 minutes a day. What is exercise number 2? Well, I love this exercise and you've probably seen it, but an open mouth yawn. You're going to yawn, guys. Now, why is that important? Well, because we need to, as singers, learn to open up internally, right? I always tell my singers, lower notes are like a lowercase c, and higher notes are like a capital C. Lower notes, higher notes, lower notes, higher notes. So how do we get used to opening up into here? And also, in the back of my, on the roof of my mouth, the top part there is what's called the soft palate. And we want to get used to opening that up. So we can just do either. If you can't yawn, just take a nice big breath in. Or if you can yawn, take a nice breath in. The other key element here, guys, I want for you to really think about during this whole process, relaxing and keeping that tongue forward. Everyone's tongue is different. Some people have shorter tongues, some people have longer tongues. So I would say if you just do it will kind of sit how it needs to sit. We're going to take a nice, good, using your diaphragmatic breathing, don't forget that part there. Take a nice breath in and feel that open space. And if I took a yawn, right, I'm going to yawn. I'm going to keep my tongue open. I'm going to feel that there. Another little hint or side note with this too is this is great if you're running into trouble with high notes. Just stop, pause the track or stop playing, whatever you're doing. Do a couple of these nice yawns. Sometimes it's just that it needs to open up a little bit more. So, exercise number 2, a nice open mouth yawn. All right, guys, good diaphragmatic breathing. We got the open mouth yawn. Next thing I want to go over with you guys, and these are amazing, is lip rolls, right? So there's a couple of things with this. You can first start by just creating a lip roll. Now this is really great at getting that face nice and loose. I look like a crazy person, right? Embrace the weird is what I tell people. But the reason is when we're singing a low note to a high note, you are, right? You are. We need to get used to shaping our mouth in different waves in order to create that sound or that word. So we can do some nice lip rolls. I put my hands here, or you can put a couple fingers. If people are having trouble, I've almost always been able to get people to do lip rolls when they say they can't by putting a couple fingers here. Now you don't want to do this, and you don't want to do this. You want to kind of just gently put here, and that gives it a little support. 2 reasons a lip roll wouldn't happen is face is too tight or not enough air. So you can check on those 2 things if it's not happening. So you can do some nice lip rolls, and you can take these and you can just slide up, slide down. They're super light on your voice. Eventually you can do some nice scales with them. And so forth, and keeping it nice and light. Again, another side note with these, they're fantastic for when you are coming back after a cold, not feeling good. They're a really great light warm-up. All right, let's move on. So, made it to number 4, right? Little recap, we have diaphragmatic breathing. We have the open mouth yawn. And we have lip rolls. So what is number 4 going to be that we want to do? Well, want to do a little scale work. And so I want to break this down in 2 things. The first thing that you can do is you can do just single notes if you are having trouble, and that's just 1 note, right? Rather than a scale, which is a sequence of notes, this is just a single note. So you're just hitting 1 note at a time. And you can think about that sound nice and forward, right? So just going to do, again, keeping in, breathing, right? Keeping a nice space in here. May, 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 and so forth, just bringing it up and down. Key thing with this one, again, is just making sure you're keeping that nice breath in. This is a warm-up, right? These are tips to get that voice going, so we don't want to necessarily be blowing it out. It's like stretching, right? And you want to do these single notes for the low end of things and then the high end of things, right? And the higher you go, the more you're going to open and the more you're going to push. And so forth, up and down. I would advise when it comes to the higher stuff to start with head voice, which is a light sound, and then move your way into the belt, which is what I just did there. All right, so what is another exercise you can do to get really great as a vocalist? Well, I've covered the breathing, the open mouth yawn, some nice lip rolls, some single notes, working your way up and down there. And as you get better, you can even do some scales, which is may, 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 may. But another really good exercise that can be great for vocalists is chord work, right? And gets you really good at harmony. So, may, 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 may. So you're basically just hitting the notes of a chord, right? You know, may, 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 may. 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 Whoop! Play the wrong one there. May, 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 may. fourth. You're kind of working your way down and up on that. And that can be just, again, really great for the ear, really great at getting used to, not just in a sequence of notes, which is a little bit more predictable when it comes to the scale, but with this, you're jumping a little bit more, which can be common in songs, right? We're making bigger movement at times between the notes there, so it's good at that. And then also gets you really good at hearing harmony, right? And getting used to that end of it, which can be great for those who are looking to get into a band, or if you're looking to record and you want to add some backing harmonies in there. It's just an overall really great exercise. So I hope these 5 exercises have helped you. If they have, be sure to like, comment, and most importantly, it would be incredible if you could subscribe to the channel so that I know I'm doing what I need to do to keep this stuff coming to you all. All right, all. Have a fabulous rest of the day, and here is to hitting those notes.